For this week's Back to Work segment, it's all about having a strategic approach to finding a job.
Joining us now is Heather Livingston. She's a career coach with the University of Phoenix. Heather, thanks for being here. Obviously, things have changed. Things have changed so much with COVID-19. You heard some of those setup stories. So with all of that in mind, what's your advice for somebody who's trying to find a job?
So first, you want to really clarify your target. Unfortunately, most job seekers begin their job search without really having a clear idea about the companies or the roles they're targeting. For example, they may say that they want a better job, but they haven't defined really what better means. Or they may also say, I'm open to anything, but that doesn't give them a goal to shoot for. So whether they're completely lost about what they want to do, or maybe they just need some help narrowing the scope of their search, clarifying a target is really the first step to that job search success. Second, you want to be strategic. Another common mistake I see is that people rarely have a strategic approach to their job search. Instead, they typically approach their job search just in one way, looking at the job postings, revising their resume, submitting their application, and waiting for a response. And then they repeat this pattern over and over again, even when they aren't getting results. So instead, you really want to be strategic and start by creating a list of companies that they want to target. Start with at least 10 companies, whether the company has job postings or not. Next, identify people who have knowledge of these targeted companies and the roles they want. These could be people that they already know, but it will likely require them to expand their network, which they can do by using LinkedIn to find relevant contacts. Then, once you've identified these people, reach out authentically by letting the person know that you're interested in learning more about their experience with the company. You can request a 20-minute phone chat or a Zoom chat. Not everyone will agree to this, but these conversations are the key to gaining valuable insights about what a job is really like on a day-to-day basis, and what experiences are most important to do well, or any specific challenges the team is facing. And these are the things that you really can't learn just by reading the job postings online. And this also allows the job seeker to get a sense of their own fit with the company and role before they even apply. Third, you want to position yourself as a solution. So once you've actually spoken to people in the companies and the roles that you're targeting, you'll be able to position yourself as a solution to the challenges they face. That deep insight that you can gain from an informational interview can be used to enhance your resume, your LinkedIn profile, or your cover letter so that your message will actually resonate with what the employer is looking for.
Heather,
oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry to cut you off. There are so many people who are out of a job right now. And typically during the holidays, there is a lot of hiring, but it's clearly going to be extremely competitive this year. Are there certain companies you know of that are looking for seasonal workers?
Yes, so companies like Amazon, Macy's, Target, Walmart, JCPenney, your shipping companies like UPS, FedEx, DHL, even 1-800-Flowers, they're all looking for seasonal workers.
So as we wrap this up, taking a temporary job is always a possibility, a segue to leading something else to full-time work, and then you're meeting people on that job, so you're spreading your network as well, correct?
Yes, so you are always approaching this with a future goal in mind. And so you want to make sure that you are putting your best foot forward and you are networking and you are showing that you have a high quality work ethic and you are a reliable and valuable employee, because you never know what opportunities could be just around the corner.
No doubt about that. We will end with that. Well, thank you so much, Heather, with the University of Phoenix. We appreciate your time. If you're looking for work, make sure to check out our jobs board at WGNTV.com/jobs. There are dozens of new opportunities posted daily. We always wish you the best in them.